So part of doing all of this, being able to solder stuff this size, okay, that's quite a bit bigger than the wire that I'm running. Okay, so problem is soldering it's a pain in the ass with a normal iron. So best way to do it is a resistance soldering iron, but a resistance soldering iron costs like $1,400. So I made one. It's a death trap. I wouldn't touch that wire so much, or any of the rest of it for any matter. But this, put a piece of metal in here, like a brass, it stays, okay? So this is an old soldering gun, like the old type you see, you know, with the big trigger shit on it like that, right? Took that all apart, did some stuff with some wires. Here's the light that was on it, yep. Okay, and then this comes down and this plugs into what's called a router speed control. You can buy this Harbor Freight for like 18 bucks or some shit. So you can either have it on full, which is just full line voltage, 120 volts, or you can set it to variable, and then this dude is a variable AC controller, Variac. So, cheap Variac, it's not fantastic. I already blew the fuse out on it once. So that is plugged into a foot switch down here, which let me make sure that's off. Okay, and so then when I click that, that allows the mains 120 volts to get to the controller, and then that'll do whatever I decided to switch it, and that comes up to this thing, and this thing buzzes, and it'll make that hot. So we're plugged in up there. That's plugged in. Since we're doing this large stuff, I'm just gonna set it to full line voltage. Okay, get some. Let me get my camera ready here. Get some fucking flux on there. You know, some white gooey shit. Get this as close as we can without really touching the area that we want to solder, right? Yep. So, switch is on. We have some solder. We have our flux. Foot's going on the pedal. You ready? Listen for this shit. It's hilarious. Bzzz. Boop. What's really cool is the second I turn that off, I mean, the heat's going away already. And so even though it's clamped there, and I lost it, there you go. Even though it was clamped there, the heat was dissipating because this was what was heating up, not that. It's fantastic. So I was struggling the last week to even be able to wet solder onto this, and in like 10 minutes I was able to make these. So those are soldered together. And that's going to be the idler pulley at the top of the chain lift. There's more parts there, obviously. But that's the gist of it. Death trap. Fucking right.